Alrighty, so we are going to be back to the DS, the Dark Souls Adventures. Assuming I can remember to do things. Which I'm usually pretty terrible at doing. So let me knock absolutely everything off my desk. Because why the fuck not? And then not have my shit connect. Not really sure why. Controller, general controller settings, no controllers detected. Let us see why. Pro controller paired. But it's connected to something. Oh. It turned on the switch somehow. Disconnect from that. Maybe it won't turn on the switch this time? I don't get it. It's like legitimately plugged into my computer, which is supposed to work. Does not. So let's just remove the Pro controller and add it again, maybe. Connecting to the Pro controller. We're seemingly connecting. There you go. Alright, there we go. And then let's just confirm. Well, actually, fuck it, it's probably fine. Probably fine. One would assume. Alrighty. And it is fine. Alright, so we are on ONS, kind of not, I wouldn't say stuck, but we've tried it a handful of times at the end of last stream and was not successful, though one of them the controller died and another one I got pretty close and then just got myself into well, no, what was it? Ornstein did his stupid glitchy attack where he like starts rushing at you and then pauses and then does that shit. It made me sad. You can do it. Thanks, Bredden. I believe in myself. I don't think it, like, I think it'll for sure happen tonight. I honestly, would be surprised if I don't get it tonight. Especially because should we get far... Oh, that's a great start. Should we get far enough, I'm just going to make this a +5 lightning straight sword. I don't think we're gonna get it this try though, because I need to warm up to the fight again. Oh, the big damages. And he literally just like smacked square into Smo. Was he even so are you trying to hit me? Or just kill Smo? I feel like it's just kill Smo. I'd like the soft humanity, please. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, you can't glitchy dash attack? That shit's so hard to roll, because you just don't know when it's... Or I find it very difficult, because you just don't know when it's coming. It seems so arbitrary. Yeah, I put myself into an impossible to dodge situation. They're fun. Bum, 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 bum. And then I got really greedy. Oh, might as well heal again when I have a chance. That looks like a chance to me. A very, very close chance. Y'all are too close together. If you could spread out just a hair. And imagine if you got Smo to break down all the pillars and it like did bonus damage to the fight. Or something along those lines. Something a little more interactive and interesting than pillars that just fall over. Oh, I didn't need to roll Smos, and then I could have lived or not got hit by that one. We are not doing amazing on some of these. Though to be fair, all but one of the hits where I put myself in a situation where I literally couldn't dodge both. So it's not like I'm missing easy rolls, it's just general positioning is bad. Putting myself into these shitty situations. Oh god. Do 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 do. As long as if he did the sideways little hammer swing, with my luck he would have pushed Ornstein square into me. Oh god, I missed a swing, so then I got greedy. As I always do. It's like, oh, I missed a swing, gotta make up for it. How do we make up for it? Swing again. And how often does it work? Absolutely never. I swear his attack got animation cancelled. That was kind of ridiculous. Or does he just recover that fast? The fuck, man? Get out of here with your lightning bullshit. Greedy. Can't do 3 swings. 2 should really be my limit in like all situations here. I think we're gonna have to limit ourselves to 2 swings. So we're gonna take this fight maximum 40 damage at a time. Maximum. Oh, thank you, Smo, for hitting Ornstein into me. Much appreciated, sir. Couldn't have done it without you. Well, that's bad. The thing that just happened, that's bad. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Oh, that's bad. That's also bad. How's their end today? Just started. This is the first ONS try. So I'm okay with it. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but at least we're not doing terrible. Getting some practice in. How's your day going? So I don't know, we're in an okay spot. If I can use not like just a little bit less Estus on the second half, like 1 less than I did on the first half, I'm probably golden. But this is, I find there's just like, you'll get in a stint like this though, where shit just won't pan out. Or you'll just do something stupid like that. I need to heal, boys. Come on, ONS, let me heal. Thank you. And I think I have a couple humanity left that I could burn if I really wanna. Oh, this is always what gets me every time. I've lost like a couple runs just to that. Oh, we living. No, we're not. That attack, it just ruins me. I hate it so bad. I get consistently hit by it. Because he just, like, starts dashing at you, freezes, and then suddenly dashes at you again. And there's no, there's no way to tell when, because I don't think it's intentional. Oh my god, camera. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an accidental thing, so it doesn't fucking help. I got 1 humanity and then double. Alright, maybe this will be the one. Today's going pretty good, can't complain. Fair enough. Just doing schoolwork and shit, or not even? Bum 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 bum. See, at least that one makes sense. You can see him charge up and then do something. It's not like the fucking... It's not the fucking just like... flies at you kinda and then stops and then flies at you again. Like the Chloranthy came out kinda defined. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I know I said 2 was the max, but it was so golden. We got 84 damage. Did assignment and some other stuff. Fair enough. Sounds like an enthusiastic school day, or an exciting school day. Alright, I rolled really early. The laws agreed. Miss a swing. Get the fuck out of here! That attack is so broken. Just if you could make it so he knew what the fuck he was doing, that would be grand. Don't do it! Don't do it! Every time! Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. Like, there's no consistency to it at all. I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Worst thing about ONS. Yeah, okay. Can't roll both? That was scary. I got lucky that he didn't track a little bit more, because those were offset timings and would have fucked me. Bum 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 ba da da. I rolled. I swear it. Well, that's unfortunate. I should have rolled into that. Oh, didn't have time. I'm being too greedy for this. No controller up, so I can't vouch for that. Hey, it's not my fault. I can't. I rolled that time too. I swear. That time, no. That time I did not. I'm really tempted just to use a humanity for this. I should probably save those for the guaranteed run. I a little bit disagree with that hitbox. This is going terribly. I was already... Fuck. I was already halfway through the fight with this many Estus left last time. Oh, controller's disconnecting. Man, I need to fix my Xbox controller. This whole, like, Steam using a Switch controller is not always panning out very well. It works great like 90% of the time, and then just every once in a blue moon would be like, hey, what if we just randomly fucking walked sideways? And you're like, no, I would really not like that. I appreciate the offer, but I respectfully decline. And then it does it anyways. $63 damages. Such power. Oh god. That whole missing thing is really... we're not gonna go for that swing. Just see a big old Smo charging at you. It's maybe best to let her settle a little bit sometimes. Oh god, that almost became undodgeable. That timing was just a wee bit different. Bum 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 ba da dum dun 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 dun. I really thought Smo was gonna charge there. Oh, and this is where we... Okay, I was gonna say, this is where we get hit for free, when he gets behind Smo and then tries to charge at me. Do 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 do. Ow. What am I doing? I'm potatoing. Such potato. Oh god. That was a lucky roll. There was no like planning on that roll. That was purely panic. Almost entirely fueled by panic. So we're not in the best spot. We're half and half plus phase 2. And I'm pretty sure I could do phase 2 without getting hit. I don't think I've ever done that long of a phase 2, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. So I don't think I've done that long of a phase 2. But just having my humanity left on phase 2 would almost certainly be enough. Holy fucking backsteps, Batman! Okay, I've almost certainly never seen him do that many. He was trying really hard to backstep there. He really wanted to get away, and I was standing there and wouldn't let him. Oh, don't do your stupid little dash attack now, because you're that far away. Okay, if he didn't hit Smo's hammer there, I was gonna be scared. Smack. Get out of here with your hammer. Again, Smo just hit him into you, and then you're sad. Oh, controller's disconnecting. I don't even know what it is. I thought it was because I was putting my hands under my desk. And I know that'll do it for my Xbox controller, but I have my hands above my desk now. Hoping to fix it. Or to make it more consistent. Well, that's unfortunate. Speeds up all of the staminas now. Fucking when you go to roll away from Smo and you just literally hit Ornstein. Hey, still on ONS. Yeah, this is my second attempt today. So, and I didn't stream since the last time. So, since you last saw, this is attempt number 2. Which I don't think is all that bad. We got 5 Estus. They're getting pretty low. Counted as not that bad. Oh god. Silly Smo hitting Ornstein into me. Well, that was almost a counter hit. Oh, rip. Fucking then that happens. How's it going? It's going pretty good. How about yourself? How are you doing? And we're alive, but holy no, we're not. No, we're not. Holy fuck. 0 to 100 so fast. Just smack, and then they come at you again and smack, and then come at me again and smack. Ah, I go literally 100 to 0. Like full HP, just a smack, smack, smack. Can't get away. You're also doing good. That's good to hear, man. How is looking for Rams and things gone? Man, this one will probably... That's been so many of my deaths, though. I've been like, oh, I got them down to a quarter health, and then I get hit by one thing, and then just fucking wombo like, I can't recover. Because they start overlapping swings and shit because you're standing still, and This'll be the one. And if it's not, I'm gonna go grab some pretzels, and that'll make sure that the next one after it's the one, because I'll have pretzels. Oh, he's starting with the bullshit move. I like it. Maybe that means we'll use all the bullshittiness. Bum, 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 bum. I'm dying of an aneurysm caused by PC building. I've spent an entire day attempting to weed out the problem with my PC. Still haven't found it though. Man, that's unfortunate. What are the symptoms? Will it not even boot or what? What's the issue? Thank you, Smo, for moving him slightly. Oh, hand was off the controller. That was scary. If he made it through Smo. I was a scared little boy. Okay, I hate it when Smo does this. He just walks at you, never attacking, and just waits. But he'll attack as soon as you attack, probably. Or not in this case. He's just walking. Just walking. Oh, we got 3 swings. What a beast. Oh, that was greedy. I didn't see him attacking. Just give me that sweet counter hit when he's doing that. That's all that I ask. Everything works fine. I even got a single short beep when I turn it on telling me everything's fine. I'm just getting no video. No video. Like, no video at all? Like not even BIOS? And you have no GPU, eh? None. Did you... The Athlon's processor do have an integrated GPU, eh? Boom. Yeah. Because no video signal on an integrated GPU is either a like a bad motherboard or a bad, I don't know. I've never Googled it, but like in terms of troubleshooting what you're looking for on your PC, like that's straight from CPU to motherboard, and other than having wires plugged in properly, there's not much. Or you're using a monitor that's out of the range of the onboard right now, pre-drivers. What kind of monitor are you trying to run off of it? Because that can happen too, I think. Oh, that was a hit I could have had, but I was being a chicken. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Ah, fail. I don't have budget for a normal monitor, so I'm using a Sony TV. What kind of TV? Like, is it a 4K TV? Or just like a 1080p? $720p? Was made in the last 6 years. That doesn't mean a whole lot, though. Like, I don't think it... Oh, that's unfortunate the pillar was there. 720p. Yeah, that wouldn't be the problem then. Most likely. I wouldn't think. And I'm gonna assume Google has not been your friend if you try saying like Athlon, whatever, no video. Because there might just be a tweak setting there that I don't know about. Or you have a dead chip. I had on my first PC build, I had two dead GPUs. Like, dead GPU, returned it, then another dead GPU. It was absurd. This build had nothing. Nothing wrong. Countless Google searches, countless piles of nothing. At some point, you can also just straight up Intel support. Oh, impossible to dodge. Thank you. And a buffered roll. If I would have got hit because of that buffered roll, I would have been extremely sad. One short beep is generally RAM failure. Is that what it is? I've always had, like, postcodes and shit. Fix PCs for a living. Fair enough. That's not what I was told. You could look up your motherboard user manual and see what it says. Because your motherboard manual should say anything. Or should say what all the noises, lights, and thingamajiggers mean. Oh god, now I'm in a bad spot. Doctor, flash drive from another PC, boot and run. Could be the slots on the Mobo, yeah. But honestly, in terms of whether or not beeps are beeps, like that should be answered in the motherboard user manual. Oh, the greed every time. You miss a swing and you're just like, I gotta do it. Gotta go for another one. Very important. Oh, God, I was doing so good until I started fucking up. Who would have thunk it? I was doing so good until I wasn't. Man, see, I don't want RTSR. I need a Lloyd's ring. It's like, hey, you're at full HP. Here's some bonus damage. That's what I need. The more casual bonus damage method. I'm just gonna panic roll for a second. As long as you're not doing like your shitty dash attack, I'm generally a happy camper. But that isn't what killed me last time, so... that did like no damage at least. Got hit by the trail, I'm pretty sure. I am tired of missing swings like that. There we go. Okay, like the last 4 attempts at hitting anything just all missed. Seriously considering just buying a pre-made. I bought all these brand new, so the likelihood of being broken is low. It happens, honestly. But you have the parts, there's no point in just going pre-made now. Like, just start reading your user manual. Like, seriously. There's gonna be some amount of troubleshooting. Generally. Like I said, I had 2 dead GPUs on my first PC. So they upgraded me a half step. Because EVGA was like, yeah, I'm sorry about this. Have a thing. I was like, cool. This keeps happening. I do the first half so well, and then just fucking downhill from there. I feel like one day of stress should not be giving up and fuck it, I'm gonna get a different computer. One day is not that long. You gotta persevere a little bit more than that. Oh my god, what are the chances of getting clipped by that? I did not expect to not be able to roll through that. That scared me. Okay, we're gonna just be safe and fucking full health it. Controller, not again. Controller, you're plugged in this time. You have no excuse. I can't. Oh my god. Like, it still disconnects from Bluetooth, but it's not dead battery like it was the other time. Holy fuck. Okay, I'm never gonna be able to do this with this controller, apparently. We might be getting a wired 360 controller. Because, although I hate the 360 controller, it'll fucking work. And I like working right now. Oh, stupid dash attack that always hits me, that always hits me. Fucking no stamina. Because I greeted. You know that whole thing? You miss a swing and then you do another one anyways? Oh, you scared the shit out of me. You can't just walk up behind me. My controller disconnected. I would murder you if that's why. Why do you have your controller, Arn? Can I have your Xbox controller then? Okay, that'll solve me a lot of headache. We're so using humanity for this. Or hopefully I don't fucking potato again, or the controller doesn't potato. Man, every time I get on a good run, controller just decides to fuck up horribly. Maybe not every time, but 2 out of 4, I think. The controller's been the limiting factor. I didn't ever connect it through Bluetooth, so that would surprise me a bit. Oh. And it might be my computer? Ah, that attack. That attack is so stupid every time. Okay, let's get out of the corner. I don't like getting gangbanged. Ba-da-da. Dum dun 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 dun. We're slowly but surely getting there. I should have rolled that better for the backstep. Pardon? My Switch is the one sitting beside it. So you might be connected to your Switch. Switch is what's in the dock. Yours is in my dock. Just give me nicer patterns than that, please. Patience is difficult this late into the game. Oh my god, I am lucky. I got very stuck on Smo there. Oh, I could have got another swing in there. I don't like getting this far away. That's why. Okay, it wasn't the buggy one though. I can't see the fat man. That was greedy. Is that one more hit? I think we're at one more hit. And that attack is always what gets me, and it's right at the end. Now I'm gonna get up and get hammered. And that's how I die. That's how I die! Oh. On the bright side, let me disconnect that piece of shit and plug in John's Xbox controller. There was a chance, and I fucking potatoed, cause that every time that one attack gets me. But on the bright side, although I don't like this Xbox controller as much as mine, this Xbox One controller, it is still an Xbox One controller. And it's plugged in and will work. We can go, bam. Okay, we can't go bam. The fuck? I have a plugged in Xbox controller now and it doesn't work. Oh, hold on, but Steam is probably trying to use the other thing. Let me just close it. And let's go Steam, settings, controller, general controller settings, Xbox config. There we go. And Dark Souls. But still not working through. I don't know why the overlay doesn't work. Let me see for a second. Controller overlay OBS. Gamepad viewer. Oh, is the site down? Oh, no. Very slow. Oh, hold on. Is it player 2? Is that why? Oh, it's working over there. Okay, whatever. Alright, we have a real connected controller again. Oh, right. I'm gonna go grab pretzels quick, because that's what's gonna win me the game, is some pretzels. Easy. There's no way it could go poorly now. Based on the fact that I didn't respond to it, I didn't see the last comment. Actually been doing this for a week and a half. It's a bit spent. You said you didn't have RAM the other day. So how have you been troubleshooting for so long without RAM? Not gonna lie, not a very big fan of this Xbox One controller either. Feels very weird and it clicks every time I move the analog stick. It is John's Xbox One controller. It is not a good Xbox One controller. Man, I really need to fix my bumpers. And I really just need to get stuff ordered because it's like another month before it'll show up. Yeah, no. Hold on. Hold on, I'll read that in a second. Oh man, that was greedy. But we are mowing through them this time. Gotten some good RNG. Turned to Twitch for Alan, I thought that was the best way to do so. Hold on, but I'm still, you haven't answered, so how the fuck have you been stuck for a week if you hadn't had RAM until, like, now? That's where I'm confused. So I feel like you're bullshitting on one of those answers, unless there's other missing information here. Oh man, his LB is so like it's not sticky, but it's, I want my Xbox controller back. I want it back so bad. The bright side is this one won't disconnect, and I can deal with shitty buttons. It's the disconnecting that really gets you. The walking into a wall. I did have RAM, I'm just saying I didn't would help. Huh? So you're... What? So why in asking about computer would bullshitting about not having RAM? I'm so confuzzled. But on a legitimate note, did you ever, anywhere in this process, have you checked your motherboard to see what single beeps mean? Your motherboard manual? Because that'll be step one to troubleshooting. What are all the error noises or signals your motherboard is capable of giving? Oh, he did the backswing. He never does the backswing. I would like one heal, please. The single beep is okay. What does it say the single beep means? in your service manual, or your motherboard manual. Everything is working fine. That's the wording. I want precise wording. Oh god. Oh god. Yep, couldn't dodge both. Bum 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 bum. Don't do your stupid okay, that wasn't even the stupid one. I'm just bad. I was lucky that that's the attack he chose to do. There's some other attacks that would have royally fucked me up there. And we're not gonna... See, he did... Oh, fucking Smo's doing what I need him to do. But I don't want to be backed into the corner like that. Ah, that was like 3 or 4 free hits somewhere in there. Greedy. Oh god. We good. Got away with a whole lot of greed there. I wanted to hit him there. Really? Ah. Get this information from them themselves? Like you went through their support? Emailed them for tech support. Huh. Oh, rip me. That early ass roll. I was doing so good. We were like almost this far at 9 Estus, and now here we are potatoing. Potatoing, we're at 5 Estus now. Just over halfway. But whatever. That's still in an okay spot. Like, that's still doable. So I will take it, but I'm a little disappointed in the amount of downgrading I can do sometimes. Oh, and then we get all this sick damage off. Fuck yeah. Whew. That was I probably should have rolled there. That was a little more bold than maybe I should have been. He got blocked by the hammer. He got Smo blocked. Oh, yep, gonna go for it. What I did yesterday didn't make sense, but hold on. Okay, never mind. I gotta read that in a second. I really want to beat this fight this time. Don't hit fucking Ornstein into me. No, twice! You hit him into me twice in one move. That's such bullshit. Get out of here. It's the slow one. Okay. Let's just calm the fuck down for a second, guys. Literally, I got hit twice in one combo because of Smo being a fucking stupid hammer. Oh god, I don't like that. I don't like them on either side of me like that, where I can't see and I can't pay attention to both when I see them anyways. Oh, this is how it begins. Okay, now he's gonna do a stupid dash attack because we're really far away. But I need to just be prepared for it. There's the stupid dash attack. There's him traveling, and there's nothing you can do. Because he just pauses randomly! And how do you deal with randomly pausing? Attack is fucking garbage. And I'm pretty sure it's unintentional. Which makes it even worse. Yeah, I don't like this. The end of the fight. How do I potato so hard every time? I don't even feel like I'm being that greedy in there. Let's just get out of here. Let's be at tip-top health and we'll use humanity in phase 2 as needed. I just wanted this fight to be over. That's an awkward one. He did the long range... Fucking what is that hitbox? He did the long range attack while I was at medium range, which just made it awkward. I actually have no idea what he's doing now. See, normally if you're at that range, he'll do that short one. It's really easy to deal with. Sometimes he just does the really far away one for seemingly no reason. We won't greed for that. On the bright side, I have a functioning D-pad again, so I'm not scared to toggle off my sword as I go to do things. Excuse me? Was I out of stamina? I feel like I was out of stamina. There we go. Okay. I can do this. What I did yesterday didn't make sense, but at the time I thought it did, to answer your question from earlier. Alright. I'm fairly confident I can do this no hit. Man, those pretzels are good. Did they fix the lingering hitbox by giving it like a particle effect? Like there's the initial one and then it kind of has that other one. Because I feel like I'm late on these timings by running back after the effect, but I think that's because they might have added a proper particle effect to this. I am a little nervous, I must say, because there is a possibility. Yeah, they totally fixed the particle effect. But I think if I get hit, I'm gonna get one shot. So I'm a little nervous. I think we're playing for perfection here. I also thought for some reason I'd be doing more damage than this. wonder if it's because he's imbued by lightning. The lightning doesn't really phase him. He was born in the lightning, molded by it. Get out of here with that big old belly. Oh man, I'm not used to seeing that. Freaks me out, man. See that extra little clip of lightning? It is very nice that they did it. I'm just not used to it. That's the attack that's gonna kill me. If there's gonna be an attack that kills me, it's gonna be that one. Because I've found myself caught in situations where running away doesn't seem like a good idea, and going in doesn't seem like a good idea. I'm so tempted to humanity just for this little bit of HP to ensure that I don't get one shot by shit. Yeah, I really thought I'd be dealing more damage, or like this wouldn't be taking quite so long. Not worth it because you only have one. I also have my twin humanities though, so I got a few more. I think I got 3 twin humanities. High lightning resistant phase 2, yeah. He also just has a lot more HP than I would have thought. Right, I'm so used to phase 2 because Smo's so squishy compared to Ornstein, right? So I'm used to phase 2 going by pretty quick. Because even though he gets more health, he takes a fuck ton of damage. Super Ornstein is strong. I don't like Super Ornstein, largely because I don't know his movesets at all. I did it. I want to beat this one. We're like halfway through phase 2. We're just gonna humanity it up, and I got 3 other ones. Same here. Always go for Smo. I find, yeah, it's what I learned. Like, I'm sure if I learned Smo first, Ornstein might have been fine, but I know this way, and I almost always do it this way. Pending a couple mods have made me, or gotten me to do it the other way. But yeah. That was kind of dangerous. I wasn't expecting that pillar to be there. That is another thing that can get me killed, is I always roll to his left, and sometimes he'll station himself so a pillar's right there, and then I get clipped. That's happened to me on more than one occasion. Don't kill me. I'm eating a pretzel. Man, pretzels are such a fantastic snack. I love me some pretzels. I didn't hit him there, purely because I wanted a pretzel instead. Like, we're making gameplay decisions surrounding pretzels. I don't know if that's the smartest idea, but man, is it worth it. Oh, he's got double swing. He doesn't do that very often. Man, Smo really is nothing without Ornstein. He even gets Ornstein's lightning powers, and he's still nothing. Though he hits like a truck when he does hit, but... that stagger. Wasn't expecting it. Threw me off guard. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I guess my title's now wrong. I'm no longer playing on a Switch controller. Playing on a subpar Xbox One controller. Man, I'm so mean. I'm just so particular in my controller at this point. My Xbox One controller, it has such a good feel to it. Matched by nothing. Oh god, I don't like this. Okay. That's the situation where I'm most likely to die, is if a shovel attack happens sometime like that. You gotta get out of the corner, buddy. We can't be having that. Yeah, see, he did the short one there, which is what I would prefer him to do in this situation. You really want to be in that corner, and I'm not liking it. He really wants to shovel, too. You're really in the mood for some manual labor. They should call him Snow Clear Smo. All that shoveling he wants to do. Seriously, I think the biggest annoyance of this controller is it literally anytime I do like a half circle on the left analog stick, which I do all the time, if you can see. Actually, anything slightly to the right there, it clicks. Right here. Right there on it. If I do that little motion, it clicks. I don't know why. I don't know if he's worn a groove in, or if John's worn a groove into his controller somehow, or what, but I don't like it. It's messing with me. At least Seath is weak to lightning. We can go kill Seath after this. Man, Gwendolyn's gonna be a rough one, actually. That's just gonna take a long time. Because you legitimately get 2 hits like every 20 so seconds on Gwendolyn. I almost scared myself on that one. I was not prepared for my own stupidity there, walking away. I lost focus. Get out of here with your hammers. Or your shoveling. Are you gonna shovel into backstep into shovel? That'd be stupid. Would not appreciate the shovel into backstep into shovel. Bomb. One more hit. And this should be victory. There we go. ONS dead. Finally. All it took was changing out the controller. That's it. Literally the whole reason. I'm gonna blame it all on the Switch controller. And let's point dump some health. Or leave. Gain an extra 100 HP. I feel like I've soft capped health a little bit. We're gonna, for the sake of all bosses, Well, actually, how do we get Gwyn? Can you look it up for me, Jared? How to get Gwendolyn without killing her? Where do I get the ring, or how does that work?
Oh, chosen undead,
Achievement unlocked, Lord Vessel. It's like the not the son of the firstborn. Basically, how to get to Guinevere or Gwendolyn without killing Guinevere.
and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou, oh, chosen undead, thou hast.
Oh, do you just need Ring of the Sun Princess on?
After I, Gwyneth, if thou so needest, I shall do. May thou be one with. Since the day Father, now thou shalt go forth, chosen.
We're also probably not gonna get Firelink Shrine, for the pure reason that I don't want to spend half an hour trying to kill what's his face. Oh. If I'm gonna fall all that way, I might as well just not even try the elevator and just fall down. I did it! Look at you go, man. I believed in you. Oh, this is only +2 lightning? I need chunks, right? I have like no chunks, clearly, because I would have used them all. But now that we have Lord Vessel, we could go New Londo. And we can get a bunch of chunks. All of the chunkiest chunks. I would like to be able to see. Could you let that happen? Thank you. Hello, Mr. Gargoyle. 31 damage. Yeah, we're just gonna casually ignore you. I disagree with you and everything you believe in, so I will be on my way. Carry on my wayward son, and there'll be peace when you are done. Oh, well, that's still there. Whatever the fuck happens with that. Okay, so we take this and we put on Ring of the Sun Princess. Do we want this one or the other one? Or is it neither? I feel like it's something else. Jared, I need you to feverishly Google. I think it's not these rings, though. I think it's a different one. Let's see. ES1... Gwendolyn without dark. Can I kill Gwendolyn without killing Guinevere? Grab the Dark Moon ring and head to Gwendolyn's tomb. So where do we get the Dark Moon ring? ES1 dark? Moon ring. Dark Moon Seance ring. This ring is granted. From the second Catacombs bonfire, cross the bridge. That patch is controlled at one point. There will be a fog gate there. If you've not been there, proceed through the fog gate. Find 2 skeletons in the bottom room facing the exit of the room. Upstairs will be a breakable wall. Proceed through the fog gate and you will find 2 skeletons in the bottom of the room. Facing the exit of this room from the base of the stairs, there will be a breakable wall. Go through the newly made entrance carefully. You'll most likely fall almost immediately if you don't stop at the ledge. 2 skeleton archers will begin firing arrows once you step onto the ledge. 1 up and to the northeast and slightly down all the way to the right. A skeleton will eventually fall on this ledge. 30 seconds fall below. Okay, I need a video. What the fuck do you mean? Where is this thing? I'm pretty sure I know where the ring is, I just don't know how they're describing it. I'm just gonna go to where I think it is. Gargoyle had a rough day. Yeah, we'll just go to where I think it is when we get there. Actually, we could do that pretty much right. Nope, we need to kill Pinwheel first. Quite frankly, Pinwheel's a little bit of a bitch. Yeah, let's warp to the good old... If we go to... Well, we gotta go to Firelink. We gotta give the Lord Vessel. Oh, Fram's gonna be mad at me, isn't he? Could get Very Large Ember now, but that doesn't help me because I went Lightning, right? I don't have another thingamajigger. So what is more important than the Very Large Ember is actually just getting... What the fuck, Fram? Why are you so brown?
Hello, I am the Primordial's chosen.
The fuck? Why do you look so weird? Anyways, the chunks down there I'll probably go get right now. Look at that, I got eaten by a lizard person.
This is the Firelink.
Wait, you need different colors for lightning? What do you mean different colors? Wait, you need different colors, okay? I'm really confused on what you're trying to say there. Not gonna lie. What we do need is some chunks though. I'll agree with you on that one. So let us go down to New Londo and we'll quickly run through all this jazz. Like the fire takes red chunks? Oh, do you need different... Gotcha. No, it's just regular old chunks on this lightning. The Very Large Ember, like, that would be for a basic straight sword going from 10 to 15, right? And we're not doing that because I don't have another broken straight sword. And I don't think these fucks drop anything. I don't think. I guess I could have gotten the gold serpent ring. Hopes of one day things working. I think as of now, I'm pretty sure these guys don't drop anything anyways. Now we're just murdering them to be dicks. Look at him lounging about. And now he's gone. I guess I already ran down here. I did almost everything down here, didn't I? Before. So I even have shortcuts going. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Alright, well we should have all the shortcuts I need then too. Is Mr. Ladder down? Mr. Ladder very much appears to be down, so that makes life a little bit easier. Then we just gotta deal with the ladder of death, and that's it. And look, we can actually climb this ladder without having a million guys shoot lightning at my face. So that's pretty cool. What an experience that is. Oh, rip. Now I'm dead. I can't make it up without getting hit a lot now. Oh, that's lucky. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. Called it. Give me the key to the seal, sir. Thank you. Thank you. You're so kind. Alright, now we gotta get me some chunks. Come on. I know you could do it. I've done it so many times. Just never know how. There it is. It's by running and not by jumping. Yeah. Explain that one. But it's how it works. Run to get over ledge, not jump to get over ledge. Jumping to get over ledge would be crazy. Alright, beautiful. There we go. We have one drained New Londo, so we can get 3 chunks easily from here, I believe. This isn't really the easiest way to go about it, but yeah. Actually, yeah, no, we're not even gonna bother with that. We're gonna go this way. Hopefully the ghosties will allow us. There, we're good. We're just gonna go all the way back to the place where the shortcut still applies. They don't drag too many of them with me. Large soul of a proud knight. How many backstab damages? 71! Okay, I'm pretty bad at riposting these guys, or parrying these guys though. So we'll backstab Cheese until he won't allow it. And then we'll get the other shit done. So that was 71 two-handed or one-handed, it appears. He's really struggling. Oh, until I fuck it up. Oh, the beautiful backstab. That's one way to do it. We get a free hit in that way. Back is no longer available. Oh, now he's got a lock on me. And he gets riposted anyway. Oh, 123. That's a bit better. That is a wee bit better damage. Now give me a chunk. That's a nice shield you have staying on. That doesn't happen in DS1. Get out of here with that blasphemy. Now come back. Can we just cheese you off the ledge? Oh, but then there's no chance at chunks. What have I done? One Titanite chunk. I really thought there was 2 in there for some reason. Which means I'm probably only getting 2 down here. Because I know, well, the chest in this room in front of me right before Four Kings has, I thought, pretty sure only 1. So that might mean there's only 2 around here. Which is rather unfortunate. Rather unfortunate indeed. Oh, rippin' pepperoni. Oh, we're making another run. To the Firelink Shrine. Yeah, man, I much prefer my Xbox One controller. I'm sitting there even clicking the D-pad. Like, it's still good because this is me wiggling down so you can't hit the sides. Way better than the other shit. But mine's got such like a click to it. Satisfying little button press. And John's is so mushy feeling. I think his is the newer version too. Or maybe his is old. I think mine's maybe a little bit newer because I have the 3.5mm headphone jack on it. I don't remember. Give me a thing. He did not. It was not because he didn't want to, but it was because he couldn't. The poor Hollow lie there, trying his best to give the new, hollowed, chosen one a broken greatsword. But the gods, they did not allow it, for he tried and tried, but never was successful in obtaining the broken straight-sword. "'Twas only because a man shining in white came by, dropping the elusive weapon. Graciously allowing this run to go forward." Oh, I didn't really give a shit about that. I don't want a cracked red eye orb. Alright, well, we'll go get the very large ember, not because I need it, but because I might need it if I could ever get another broken straight sword. Which I probably will not. But yeah, I pretty much just need chunks, which the other thing I'll have to do to get chunks is, I think, Pickle Pea will give you 1, and I gotta kill some Black Knights that I haven't killed. And that'll be the other ones. 38 vitality. So let's warp to Andre, see what he'll give me, and then we'll have to go murder a couple Black Knights, essentially. Try and get a few more chunks. Oh, you can have the very large embrace, Andre. Just because I like you so much. There's 2 out of 2 chunks. Now we need 3 more chunks. Jesus. Jesus. Well, we might as well get all our shit together on the chunks while we're between bosses, especially when we have someone like Seath who's so weak to lightning. We may as well get our shit figured out. So, we have a few Black Knights to kill for guaranteed chunks. I don't think I killed the one by the... Yeah, I did kill the one by the, Grass Crest, but I believe I didn't save and quit to get a shit. Right, did I aggro you? Okay, good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't save and quit to get a shit, so that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, that was a good backstab. 109 damages. I did aggro him, but way later. What the fuck? Ow. I don't know how to parry that one. 185 damages. Hollow's just like casually walking up here. I was gonna say, and he'll be the thing to kill me too, but clearly not. Oh, I got potato splatted. Let me roll. You can parry that one, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know how. And there we go. Give me your chunk. And we got Black Knight Greatsword! Okay, I just want to see what it looks like if in HD. Ah, beautiful. And I can't wield it at all, because of course I can. It's beautiful. The most beautiful sword in all the land. Alright. I don't know where you're at, Calamite, but I don't care. We are going to the other Black Knight that I need to murder. Who's conveniently down here. Oh, there he is. We found him. You can try and be bold. You can jump behind him if you're good at jumping, which I'm not, but we'll try it anyways. No, I bounced. You can also land there and survive for some reason. I've landed somewhere around there before. We're gonna try that jump one more time. I have made it before. Seems like it's a very, very tricky one. Oh, look at that. I can save and quit so well. I landed. Am I gonna spawn in down below? Nope. One more try. And a huge fail. Okay. We'll go the normal way now. I'm gonna need you to move out of the door there, sir. Oh, that wasn't much better. Alright, I'm totally just gonna save and quit once I'm down here, though, because I don't want to deal with these fucks. Who would? Do you see them? They're quite potato looking. Alright, let's go, Mr. Black Knight. 201 damages. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google where I want my last chunk to come from as well, because I don't think I know. Titanite chunk. Blue tier stone. And no duping. Sad days. Okay, let me Google DS1 Titanite chunks. I do this every time I feel, and I never learn. Titanite chunk, the Dark Souls wiki. Where is it found? Wait, how many do I have right now? I got 2, right? Yeah, I got 2. I need 1 more. We can try the crystal lizard very close to us. Darkroot, catacombs, northern. Oh, okay. We can go do the asylum, and that'll get the rest of our chunks. And potentially this dude up here. This crystal lizard that lives all the way over here. Right here. This little guy. You son of a bitch. Twinkling. I don't want twinkling. I want chunks. Anyways. Maybe let's go die to Havel. See if we can, beat the old guy. Get some parries off. Done it before, maybe, just maybe, I can do it again. At one point in time, I knew his parry timing pretty well. Oh, he survived more than 1 hit, so that'll help me learn. 111 damage. Oh man, Havel's got mad tracking. Yeah, that's fair. I tried to hit the hollow, failed, and then tried to turn around, which caused me... Or knew it wasn't gonna happen, tried to turn around, which... Yeah. That happened. Basically. To the Firelink Shrine then. We will kill Havel another day. To the Undead Asylum again. Gonna go murder a Mr. Asylum-y man. So that we can do all the things. Like get more chunks. Plus 5 our lightning broken straight sword. And deal some mad damages to Seath. Oh, did I land? Don't tell me I landed. I didn't really land. Hey, thank you. Undead Asylum F2 West key. There we go. Now Hydra's not going to be as bad. So that's pretty sweet. And then we sit. And we sit. We sit and we sit and we sit. Until one day, we just can't sit anymore. What a beautiful nest. We don't even really need to kill Asylum Demon, I don't think, because we could technically... I remembered to open the door, which I never do. That guy right there. Did they also decrease the range you need to rest at a bonfire? Like, can enemies be closer now? Because I feel like that's usually a hard stop right there for me. Because I can't go. I can't rest at that bonfire till I deal with everybody. Hello, Mr. Demon Man. That's a lot of damage. That's a lingering hitbox. It still exists. That belly fat moving all around. Look at the damages. Inhuman. That's a lot more clear though. Oh, we're on the booty stabbing now. Oh, no we're not. Scratch that. Yeah, for some reason I thought this was going to be a little bit of a faster fight too. It's not. It's not going to be at all fast. Why would I think it's going to be fast? I have basically a wet noodle that I'm flinging around. A paper towel roll. Oh, get those R2s in. They're totally not worth it. Look at that. That hitbox is so much more clear. I'm glad they improved some of those. It would also help if they include the belly fat on the sit-down move. That would be convenient. Or whatever the hell hits you on that hitbox. Well, ideally, this is how you fight the Stray Demon. You just rinse and repeat that for as long as he'll let you. And then you win. Oh, look at that, 140 damage on that one. I'm getting greedier. 140 damage at a time. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Was your tail too high now? Only 105 that time. It's gonna take forever at that pace. Yeah, I feel like I need to get more broken straight swords. So I could... Well, I don't have enough material, I guess, either. To have a lightning one, a normal one, and a chaos one. Or a fire. Whatever it's called in this game. And the running strike is basically an R2. The fuck? Please don't hit me, sir. I would like to live. I'm actually glad he turned around there. I was very quickly not gonna have fun in that corner. Well, let's keep it going. 210. 283, 15. Okay, now I gotta stop. Well, that's unfortunate. We had such good damage, though. 315. Man, this seems to be happening a lot more in DSR. Where bosses just walk into shit. Yeah, yeah, mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure the hill stopped him from doing his full motion there. Glop. 'Cause I'm a pretty princess. Don't get hit by the lingering. There we go. Thank you. Doing the attack, we can get 140 damage off per thing. Or not. Not if you turn around. Man, I'm thinking the Black Knights in here are gonna take a while too, just because they're not gonna be as squishy as those other guys who are meant to be beaten earlier, or to potentially be beaten earlier. Jump strike! No, no jump strike. Alright, never mind then. That is one thing with the Switch Pro controller. It's a lot easier to do jump strikes and things, I find. Which I kind of understand for jump strike, but I found kicking easier too. Like jump strike, I'm just gonna assume it's because you're not trying to gauge it on the trigger activation point. You get a button on the Pro controller. But in terms of kicking, I don't know why that would be. Murdered. Victory achieved. We got one Titanite slab. And a homeward bone and a humanity. Look at us go. Look at us go. Now we fight the ultimate, the Black Knight. Boom! 119 damages. Oof. Wait, what does a one-handed one do? Because one-handed is really close to that anyways. Same damage, okay. It's a lot faster to do one-handed. You don't even need to wait for the animation. You can do it instantly. Just kind of nice, actually. It saves a lot of time. And this should be our final chunk that we need. I believe. It's a red chunk. So it's not this one, it's a different one of the other Black Knights then. Because it did say there was a chunk in this area. So I'm hoping I'm not wrong. Am I being drunk, or did I open some of these in one of the... Was it in a mod, maybe? Maybe it was just the mod allowed you to open them. I don't know. I don't remember. Might have been just the Daughters of Ash. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Well, we might as well rest and level up twice. Not even, maybe. We get one level up, and we're gonna go for HP. Look at that health bar go. Get our starting weapon, the Tower Kite Shield. So I never did that. And we're gonna do two-handed because I'm dumb. And forgetful and old habits die hard. You'd think he'd eventually just be like, man, maybe this simplistic swing is not the way to go. Maybe we should try something else. And this is why that other mod took out the ability to riposte Black Knights. Normal chunk? Red chunk. Shit, where did I see? Guaranteed to the Northern Undead Asylum. That's all the Black Knights, is it not? Or like all the Black Knights in here. Ha. Can I drop anything to Picklebee? Just the common drop from the Dark Wraiths. Common drop from Crystal Lizards. Ah, one rubbish to Snuggly. There you go. I forgot. I always forget that that comes back. Get out of here. I can't even kill you? I can't even kill him. I am a weak, weak man. A weak, weak man. You know what, we're just gonna go over here. Come over here. I've got you. Get wrecked, son. You want some of this? Oh, well, we're both bad. That was supposed to be a kick. That was supposed to be a kick. You know, we'll just go for the backstab. That'll solve it, right? Yeah, jump strike's a lot harder. So easy on the Switch Pro. Alright, well, that's two in a row. How about a kick? Alright. But we've got a rusted iron ring, so now just confirm that we have some rubbish. We do. And go to Snuggly the Old Crow. And get ourselves some thingamajiggers. Bum 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 bum. Bada bum 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 bum. They will miraculously and delicately follow you out here, so we're just gonna do one of those. Because I don't feel like dealing with Torch Hollows, because Torch Hollows are scary. They're full of death. You, give me warm, give me soft. You still have to save and quit in this, right? Like, they didn't change that to DS3? No. Because I do that in DS3 then, too, and I'll save and quit, which, like, in DS3 it instantly swaps it. And so if you save and quit, you lose your item forever. And I do that every fucking time. One Titanite chunk. There we go. We have all the chunks we could ever need. And the answer is 3. Well, that's all we need for now. So let's take our fantastic souls. It's just Homeward Bone. If we do this, we gotta run to Andre. If we... Oh, I did not Homeward Bone. You know what, I was gonna say we have to run, but what we can actually do... Go down to Framtier. Or die. In which case, I now need to fucking go to the Fire Link because I just dropped my souls. And I dropped my souls up top. At Snuggly. Okay, well... I guess I can just go up. What am I doing with my life? Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Oh man, my souls were actually here. Yeah, I wouldn't have found those. I would not have found those. I would have been running back up this way. Nice of you to join us, Framp, there. He still bugs out, so that's pretty great. Warp to Undead Parish, where we can get a +5 lightning broken straight sword, and we will have all of the damages. Not just some of the damage, we're gonna have all of the damage. Every last bit. Ready? Bam. And look at that. 100 and 100. Achievement unlocked, lightning weapon. I'm 90% sure I don't have that achievement on Prepare to Die, because I've never really maxed out a lightning weapon. But look at this. 100 and 100 damage. Oh, there's no scaling at all on lightning. Okay. Only the completely hollowed would even consider using this as a weapon. The completely hollowed, they say. Alright, anyways, let's go back. All the way back to Anor Londo. And we're gonna go and kill ourselves, essentially. Can I level? Yeah, I actually can, because Soul of Smo. I didn't want to use that. Okay. Let's try this again. Soul of Smo. Core of an Iron Golem. Soul of this guy. Soul of this guy. And 4 souls of that guy. I'll call it there. Okay, let's round it off at a nice 40, because seems alright. Boom, now let's go die to a little old person called Seath the Dumbassery. And I never go this way while these guys are still alive, because I always kill Guinevere. Like, always. Look at that. I'm really not looking forward to killing the boar, so we're just gonna avoid killing the boar, and we're not gonna get this bonfire. Pretty much how we're gonna try and make this go, is to not fail at all. Because I bet I do like 3 damage to the boar. Ow. The fuck was that for? You guys wish you could come up here, but you can't. Get back down there. Get back down there. Ow. I gotta jump at you all the time. I'm actually probably dead. That was not the guy I expected to be dead from. Okay, we're not gonna do the loop-de-loop around the stairs next time, though. Albeit, that's not normally what kills me. And we're just gonna make the run again, because really I shouldn't be dying. I don't see why making the run straight this time I would die, so. Then we'll just die on the invincible Seath, as intended. Or we could learn skip, but I don't know the skip. And yes, you forgot to pull the elevator back down. Actually, no. I wouldn't have done it. I was expecting to live. Oh, they're stuck. How cute. At the top of the elevator right before the fight? What do you do at the top of the elevator right before the fight? Yeah, I'll look up that video, or I'll watch that video in a second. Get out of here. I'm presuming I can do this, and I just want to double check that there's nothing up here, because mods had something up here. But I don't think there is in the vanilla game. There's not. To the YouTubes. You pull the lever, you get off, and you roll off onto the corner. I see. Oh. You just skip all of Duke's archives, then. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I care to do that. I'm not really missing out on anything. Let's try it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't do it right. Wait, also, side note, is this still in the game? Oh, I really shouldn't have done that. I'm a dipshit. I gotta make this run again. Alright, we're just gonna die. We're gonna die like normal. Because I might have just rolled too far there, but I feel like I slid off. But that easily could have been me going too far. But yeah, the whole point of me making it up there was like, oh, I'm not gonna get the bonfire because I'll just die at Seath and then use that bonfire. And then I tried to do a skip. That's not a good approach. Still a thing, you just went too far. Tempted to try it again. I think it's because I had my elevator too low. Like I was slow at doing it. Wait, what happens if you skip that Seath? Go kill Seath and then come back to that room? Does a Seath appear? Or does he stay dead? Yeah, I would really like it if you moved. You saw nothing. Nothing at all. They were in the way, what can I say? They were being little bitches. I really do want to try it one more time, but I also really don't want to die again and have to make this run again. We'll give it one more try, and if I fail that, I'm just gonna go to Seath. Try and aim more for just like this piece there. This is where we need 60 FPS, so I can't overroll it. It's actually fairly precise then. Alright, one more try. Then even if this is a failure, I'll probably just move on. We're gonna save and quit that one. That was not gonna go well. And that's where we call the end of that. I was wondering what that was. That was called a failure. That's what it was. Man, you are a fatty roly boy. But duly noted on how to do the skip. I can try that in the future. 35 damage. For the win. Back here. He's so tanky. The tanky crystal lizard. Alright, come at me, bro. What do Seath's crystals look like, and do they tank the frame rate to 5? It'd be really cool if they don't tank the frame rate to 5. Look how smooth that is. Also, I'm too tanky. I'm not dying. I really need this shit to kill me. Oh, that's better. I've never been hit by that in my life, actually, but... Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh. And we stand here forever now, because he's just doing the same move over and over again. We've defeated the unkillable Sith. Sith. You can never kill us. Yeah, soft locked. I like how I walked into the already fully up spikes and just BAM! Insta-dead. Give me your key, sir. I need it. I should rest at this. Hey, cool. So let's go suicide down below. We don't need that cutscene. That's a lame one. And I was already ready to run. We were already going. See, look how much better this is when there's not like literally 3,000 of these and you can actually walk down the stairs. It's amazing. Oh, this is a problem. There we go. Problem solved. I don't think I can make it back up though. I'm kind of screwed on that front. Hello, lizard man. Usually I just let myself die here. Let's see if we can escape this time. Turn the thing off? Don't want to turn the thing off. Oh, that's how you'd be able to get up. Yeah, you're right. We're gonna serpentine. Nailed it. The most difficult run in the world. But yeah, if you really don't want to grab anything in Duke's Archives, that's literally it. Or whatever this is called. Like, I don't need those items, so... We did it. Except for those guys who are gonna fuck me up a little bit, aren't they? No, guys. Guys, all the way down. There we go. There we go. Just let me grab the ladder now. Okay, I know you don't want to grab the ladder, but you gotta let me do it. And... RIP! Not my fault they floated on the ladder. How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know they would float on the ladder? There. Look who beat you to the top of the ladder, you sons of bitches. Did my foot just spark? The fuck is that a powerful kick? I got the old sparking foot. It's impressive. I can kick so hard I can spark steel. The damage. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore him. I don't recall you ever spawning here for some reason. But whatever. We're not really gonna worry about any items, to be honest. We're just gonna go. I don't think we really need much at this point, other than another broken straight sword. Probably isn't gonna happen. In that case, we don't really need much of anything at all. Oh, I tried rolling. That was a lot of panic rolling. A lot of panic rolling. Man, that dude sounded angry. And there we go. Oh, pull the lever. And there we go. We're basically at Seath. Just like, well, we got a few chests. I'll open all the chests in this room. I don't remember what most of them are, so we might as well just do that, but then we can go do Seath. Blue to Nightchugs. These fights are gonna be marathons, though. Seath is super weak to lightning, so it might not be that bad, because we do have 200 AR at this point, right? Like, it might not be that bad. This Mimic's gonna take a moment, though, and I don't even think we care about what he has. I don't remember what he has, but I'm pretty sure we don't care. Yeah, and riposting Gwyn will be fine. Manus will be a marathon, but I don't think it's going to be impossible to do by any means. Kalameet's going to be the roughest, I think. Because Kalameet's not even weak to lightning either. And I'm bad at Kalameet. I think that's the biggest thing. I'm just straight up bad at him. Though, at that point, we will also have some armor. Which we could have now. We got Rusted Iron Ring. Oh, that's a little unfair. Don't you think there, Mr. Mimic? You just hit me while I was down. Trip strike! Oh, that didn't kill. We'll get there. There we go. The Enchanted Falchion. Very important. And the Crystal Ember. Oh, we could crystal a broken straight sword. Just for those stuck spots. And just do mad damage. These are just stones, right? Yeah. Alright, well, off to... Well, I was... Yeah, I should probably rest first. Shouldn't I? Do I let them kill me? So I have 5 Estus. Like, I'm really just at 3 Estus here. Well, let's give it a try. No, actually, the short answer is no. Well, I could save and quit, but I always die to the clams and shit. Man, I'm legitimately... I was surprised that he was there for a moment. I'm like, wait, why is he spawning there? It's like, 'cause that's how the game works, and everything else is just a mod. Is this a suicide get the fog wall run? No, no, no. I believe. I believe. But also, yes. But I believe. And like how non-slippery this ledge is. It's like, oh no, it's still kind of slippery. They almost knew how to develop their game. So close, but yet so far. Soul of a hero. Oh, did he kill himself? Wait, who killed himself? Yeah, it was him. Good. Good! Now I don't have to deal with them next time. We can get the Twinkling Titanites. Whatever else lies in there. I'm also used to these being a bunch of casters now as well. And boss fight. And it's gonna be so weird doing this fight at not 18 frames a second. And you really wouldn't think he'd be able to fly. Like, he does not look like a flying dragon. Like, I understand he's got wings, but you see that lower half and you're like, that's not made for the sky. It's not at all made for the sky. Alright, how many damages? I'm thinking like 40 damage. Or actually, a little bit. 45, 50 damage a hit. But there. 63. That's a pretty precise number. You can see him through the fog door? The fuck? 63 damage. Wait, is it already broken? It's already broken. Do you not have to re-break it in Remastered? Or is it because I saved and quit? Oh, I underestimated my damage. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a marathon. I thought we were gonna do more damage than that, not gonna lie. Okay, I've seen somebody, we'll try it on this one, because I don't care as much as that other run. Okay, yeah, that totally doesn't work. I swear I saw somebody just like hug that spot forever and live. Alright, we're just gonna do the normal cheesy cheese. Oh, you're not doing an attack. You're supposed to be doing an attack. But were they also doing real damage? No, I don't think so. Wait, two-handed damage is making a difference there. What the fuck? Oh, what are your spikes doing all the way back here? Doing the explodey boy. Yeah, I'm really only gonna get 3 hits off a cycle. This is indeed gonna be a marathon. I don't know if I have time for a marathon tonight. Well, I can see the crystals aren't really any less broken. Yep. It definitely looks like crystals I was standing on. Didn't at all look like normal ground. While cursed, your HP is halved. Lifting the curse requires a purging stone or the aid of whatever the fuck's name. Don't think I have a purging stone yet, so we are just going to do this normally. Or we're gonna do it while cursed, cause fuck it. As long as I don't get stuck in that, I'm probably fine. Probably. Ugh. And some of this feels so weird. He's not supposed to be there. The last like 300 times I ran through here, because it took me forever, he wasn't here. Now suddenly there he is. I'll get it. Now this dude's dead, so that's pretty cool. Oh, Wandering Vagrant. And he's gone. And wandered away he did. Blue Titanite. Man, he almost disappeared so fast. Same. And what about this one? Alright, well we have a shit ton of Twinkling Titanite that we're never gonna use. That's pretty cool. I would love to see what these platforms look like on, like, not invisible. Just like, I should probably look up a map view at some point and get in my head on how they actually are arranged, especially for that blue slab. Just so that I have an idea of where to go. Because I still feel like I'm doing a lot of guesswork on that. I just haven't done it enough. There's usually just not a need. Look at that damage. I didn't break the crystal. I was gonna say, look at that damage, and then I was like, wait. He didn't take any damage. None at all. I wonder why. It was because of you! Literally it was because of that thing. That was the joke. There we go. Now look at that damages. Look at the damages. As long as the explodey shit doesn't reach all the way out here this time, we're fine. And this next one we'll just have to run around. Oh, if he's exploding, I might be kind of fucked here. Ah! Escape! Run, Forrest, run! Alright, well, we're good to go now. And in a decade, hopefully we don't fuck up anywhere in there, and we'll have a dead Seath. I like how, see, I'm standing like square in the spikes there. No damage. Not in the spikes at all that other time. And I die. Makes complete and total sense. Look at that dude. Casting. Man. Who uses magic? What a pleb. A pleb. You know, while I'm just standing over here with my great sword, my straight sword, I really want to chop off its tail, but this move, that move's so scary. Him flailing around. It's not good. It hurts. It deals damage. Yeah, we're actually doing not that bad in terms of damage, to be honest. We're making do. I do want to be done this fight by 10:30. And I don't know if that's gonna happen. To be honest. It's another nearly 20 minutes, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. One death would definitely prevent that. I think if I die, this will be my last one, so... We gotta get it. We gotta get it. Then we won't have too much. Oh, this is closer. Is this close range? Did I just fuck myself? I can say then we won't have all that much left actually. We'll have Gwendolyn. Well, actually, never mind. We have Gwendolyn, Sif, Gaping Dragon, Priscilla, and that's like all the non-lords. So yeah, scratch that. We have a lot to do. But on the bright side, we're done. We're done ONS, we're done Capra. I think the only other soft lock-y kind of guy coming up is going to be Four Kings. I'll get out of here with that. Get out of here. Oh, I wanted to go over here. Rippin' pepperonis. Didn't follow me. Look at that. Yeah, I really thought the lightning was gonna do more than 36 damage. Like, he's super weak to lightning, I thought. Clearly I'm mistaken. Or maybe I'm just really that weak where he is super weak to lightning and I still do potato damage. Also very possible. Oh, I might be dead here. This might be similar to that other time where it managed to reach all the way back here. No. Alright, well if he gives us a move we want, which that is one. Yeah, thank you for turning. I really needed that, actually. Okay, we got him halfway dead, so let's burn an Estus, make sure we're at tip-top shape for the rest of this. He's not doing anything. I thought he was doing something there. There we go. God damn it, it's scary. It goes so much farther than I think. Than other times when you think it wouldn't go that far, it's like, man, let's kill you anyways. I don't like this whole pausing thing he's doing. It's confusing me. Oh god, this might be bad. I'm very close to him. I'm very close to him. Alright, that worked out. Don't stop me. That's not the move. That was a melee attack. I don't know how to handle this. Okay, he is gonna explode. So many of us got cursed in that corner. The scary corner over there. What, you're doing that? Oh god, don't hit me with it, please. I was not prepared for you to do tail thwomps. Yeah, I was definitely not prepared for that. Why were you doing tail thwomps? It's not even right. Oh, another close range run? What? Or like another not explodey move? I think I only have time for 3 this time. No, we'll go for 4. Beautiful timing. Picturesque timing. That's what that was. A little bit early. He's doing a weird move. Like, he's not doing his normal pattern. He's getting stuck in just like the standing animation. Yeah, I've never had him just stand like that before. But a lot of these bosses seem to just be standing on some of these. Walking into walls. Doing whatever floats their boat. Ow. That's it? Not doing the explodey move ever. That's not the one. I was gonna say that's the one. But it certainly wasn't. Attack me, bro. Oh, we went for 5. That was maybe a little greedy. Okay, we're good. Man, we missed your Seif. Fucking marathon. This was not that bad. What are we? We're at like 10 minutes for this fight. I swear I've done much longer on Manus. I think like Stray Demon might have been that long, give or take, or Asylum Demon. Like, how long did Asylum Demon take me? Man, I'm not liking this whole him standing there all the time thing. Oh, I'm gonna die if I... He's body blocking me and I don't like it. Oh, I might be dead. Rip. Rip. I wanted to roll. I shouldn't have healed. I couldn't get by his fucking tentacle and then... well, that's the last one for tonight. We'll beat him next time. Just put on some gold hemmed? No, man, we're naked. We're naked, boys. Great or broken straight sword only until we can pretty princess it up as well. That's about it. Ah, that's such an unfortunate way to end it. Getting stuck on the tentacle. And then, I'm sad, but whatever. Technically, you should rush to get Pretty Princess. Yeah, but I wanted +5 lightning so that we could kill the Hydra, because there's no shields for the Hydra, right? So I'm not totally sure. I also wanted Rusted Iron. But yeah. With those two, like with +5, I'm hoping I can like 2-swing their heads. And then, like being fast in the water is going to help a ton. But 2-swing, yeah, I'm hoping I can like 2-swing ahead with lightning damage. I'm hoping, okay? +5 lightning damage. He's not that strong, so hoping 2. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. If you enjoyed the stream and haven't already, feel free to give it a follow, join the Discord, the invite's down below. And other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you guys later. You too, Jared. You too.